Welcome to our usual hovers. I'm Meek Nomicon, and today I'm playing through the game Into Sun and Dark, where an unknown epidemic involving people melting has devoured a small town. And after we've survived alone for a while, our friend returns. But for how long? Exclusive news reports. This week on 10:06 News, we have received reports of an increasing amount of people with a certain disease. For your safety, please keep you and your loved ones home. Alongside this, refrain from mass buying. Rest assured that the local government is working their best to find a solution to this epidemic. Foreign tourists will be restricted from visiting the town. With volunteer teams, they are permitted with the precaution of having no serious illnesses displayed on the chart. For more information, please. 3 months have passed ever since that announcement. The year is 200X. I'm thinking of you. Right now, I am searching through the abandoned convenience stores for anything that's salvageable. Something smashed the windows, and there was a constant smell of rot permeating the room. In my holster, there sat a handgun, and in my jacket, there lay a Swiss Army knife, both of which I robbed from someone at one point or another. In the beginning, I always flinched at the recoil whenever I shot. I still do, after all this time, but I learned how to bear with it. But to be fair, it's only been 3 months, right? And how often do we need to shoot things? I always did. I had around 2 per material I found. I'm glad that where I'm supposed to be wasn't so far. If I were lucky, I could get away through the window and hop a fence if I ever got spotted. Wait, spotted by who? Last I heard, this was just an epidemic where people melted into goop, kinda like the Wicked Witch. Oh, maybe it's like the survivors. Because generally in apocalyptic situations, survivors will band together and form camps that rival each other, right? There aren't many of them, but it's always good to stay vigilant. I scratch my face as I go into the storage room for any resources. Back then, I thought that technology would be leagues past from where we are, but everything's the same. No, rather, everything's empty. Did you know? Somewhere in this country, a couple fought, and it ended with them merging flesh. And then, it happened all across town, until it's just you and me in the end. That's right. You're the reason I did this. It always is. In this world, nothing is ever constant. But time and time again, my reasons keep dwindling down to the fact that it's for you, because of you, and so on. At that thought, I zip open my bag and stuff the rations in there, go through the broken window and leave. The sun is set by the time I'm retracing my steps. On the broken concrete, the sinking skyline, the ever-so-present car wreck. There are no bodies lying around, just masses of indistinguishable red. Ah, how very goopy. I'm gonna bet like the sewer system and the drains are screwed. It's the time of day where the world sets fire to itself. I like to think I've become one with death in these months, and I'm born to die. I take another right turn, and I'm where I'm supposed to be. In front of me is a gate you have to scale just to get in, locked since the year this started. I step back a bit, trying to get momentum before jumping onto the wiring. I heave my weight up and across the fence, and just like that, I'm on the other side. Kicking dust off my shoes, adrenaline rushes through my being as I get closer. Grass decays further beneath my soles, my mind set on one thing. From grass to smooth concrete, I walk the halls, dust upon dust. I remember, it was summer, and I just wanted to go home because I felt like I was melting into the walls the more I stayed there. My roots still weren't showing. I lived like someone. It was the last stretch of everything before we left this place for good. I'm thinking about this as I walk up the stairs to your floor. Have you decided what you want it to be? You asked me this when I was sunset. You and I were on fire, getting engulfed by the burning sun. For a moment, I wanted to be one with the walls and take you with me as well. I said that you've said that to me already, and how unfitting it was for you to ask me that. We were leaving in 2 weeks. We were different in hair length and in heart. And then, I'm in front of the room where you are. It's the infirmary, because it's the closest thing we had to a comfortable room. Tightening my bag strap, I open the door. I'm back. I see you lying on a mattress, the curtain pulled aside. The lights were all busted, so we only had the sun, our cell phones, and the pale moonlight. Your wrist is still in bad shape from the time we were running from them a month ago. Everyone that's alive in this town is either shells of who they were, or in different places. Are you alright? Why are we not getting a response? Wait, is he dead? Are we currently speaking to a corpse? I put down my bag and started uncapping a water bottle I got. Oh, it's fine, he's alive. Yeah, it's just lying down is a bit uncomfortable. You shake your head as you turn to me. I give you the bottle. Thanks again. I just sort of showed up out of nowhere, didn't I? You did. But I didn't want to leave you just looking like that. Weren't you also wounded when you found me? You could have left me for dead. Who would even do that to someone they know? You're still you, huh? That's obvious. I wonder when my heart would change. Maybe it would if... You still haven't told me why you were here. I thought you were in the city for college. My mouth moved before I could finish that thought. Maybe it's for the better, because my hands are moving now, searching for the rations we'll have for dinner. I dropped out. You laugh. There's a crease in between your brows, but I don't mention it. I wonder when this happened, or why. There are times that I think that there's a rift between us, despite us keeping a close eye on each other. I try not to think about it. Wait, so is this like a global epidemic, or like a countrywide thing? So I mean, if it's just restricted to our tiny town, kind of like crazies, that's rather bad luck that you chose now to come home. Oh, well, it's a long story. Everything's going to ruin now, isn't it? You brush me off again as I'm opening a can. There's a moment where it's just the cracking of metal and the rustle of fabric between us. Yeah. Other than that, the volunteer thing I signed up for got ambushed. Oh, was that the volunteer thing that got mentioned in the emergency broadcast? Did they ever try to get you? I mean, you got me first before they did. That's true. I don't look at you when I'm handing you the can. I'm wondering whether you forgot what I said before, in that dingy fast food chain, when we were preparing for exams. Sometimes you act too normal to the point it unnerves me. What if I want to ruin? What if I want destruction? A rift between you and me? It starts the same way, with me wanting something new, every time and all the time. But why here, out of all places? You could have gotten a one-way ticket where people weren't infected yet. So, why did you come back? Oh, I guess I wanted to see you again. To take me with you? Maybe. What about your partner? Your hair is getting long, you know. Ah, I'm gonna assume the partner died then. My hand finds itself on my nape. Once you say that, for some reason, it's always like this whenever I bring them up. I don't pry. Maybe it's another breakup. I'm not the guy who people should go to for love advice anyway. It's only natural. Besides, who even cares about appearances anymore? Isn't it summer though? Can't we use your Swiss knife? That's a bad idea. That's because I tried to cut my hair using that same method a long while ago. There's a reason why I'm keeping it at this length. Can't we find scissors in the convenience stores? I don't feel like they'd be the kind of things that get looted. Really? Where would we get scissors though? Somewhere. This is a school, isn't it? You're right. The back of my head just feels so heavy these days. You could have just asked me to cut it directly. You saw right through it, huh? Of course. Not that I mind. Eat the first before we get cutting. Roger. Don't be mad if it doesn't look as good as you wanted it to. I won't, it's fine. You shrugged me off. Average you. We're in the bathroom now, and you're sitting on a chair we dragged here. Your perception in the mirror. I ditched your idea of using my knife. Instead, I grabbed a pair of scissors from the biology room. Dustpan and broom also in here. I helped you out of your shirt earlier, saying something along the lines of spare hair sticking to your clothes. It's my favorite color and time of day. I like to think that it's the loneliest one of them all because of how it makes me feel. School ending and the walk home. While the clinic's lights are busted, the ones in the bathroom are still working. And so, green fluorescent light sinks into our skin. I'm ready when you are. I wonder if you use this sort of tone to your partners when you tease them. Of course I am. We stayed like that for a while, the snips of your hair falling down on the ground as it powdered itself over and over. You closed your eyes in the middle of it, leaving me to wonder if you were sleeping, or if you just look like that when you're calm. It's then that I realize that I don't know anything about you at all, and I try not to think about it. We have to move out of here soon. The stores almost have nothing left for us anymore, I say, running my hand through your hair to get some excess out. Oh, that's a bit sad. I didn't want to leave either, but it's no use. So I agree with you. In a few months' time, this place will rot like everything else does, like the skyline and the rundown car I've grown so familiar with. Despite this, deep down in my heart, I feel like I'll be okay. You assume that I chose to help you because you were my friend during that period in our lives where talking just felt easy. I want to tell you that you're wrong, that it's because I'm still thinking of you. And maybe I just want to be somebody to you. But everything sticks to the bottom of my heart. My hands faltered time and time again, but eventually I cut the last piece of hair, leaving me satisfied. We're done here now. You open your eyes and there's light. Hey, you're pretty good at this. It's nothing. I grab the dustpan as you get up from your chair. You're underestimating yourself again, Lucas. Maybe I am. So, when are we leaving? We aren't just yet. Really? I don't know. I still haven't got an idea where we should go from here. Your arm, it's still in that state, and it'll be bad if we get ambushed. I'll be fine. Dal, It's been around a month now, hasn't it? And you're using fewer bandages to wrap my arm. So isn't it in good condition? That, or we might just be running out of bandages. Sometimes, I just don't know what to do with you, so I give in the end. Fine. That's what I like to hear. Just be prepared, okay? I wouldn't know what to do if you died. Maybe I'll die with you as well. Got it. I hope and I pray. There are rumors about how and why things are the way they are. They say that the more your heart is weak, the more susceptible you are to it. But I'm not the one who believes in those sort of things. That's why I've lived for so long. Fear sways your reason, leaving you defenseless. It makes you more sense if one of the couple drank infected water or got bitten by a virus-carrying mosquito. How would emotional damage infect so far and wide? That night, we slept in the clinic again. The instances where I dream and don't blur into one, leaving my nights as a shot of darkness and nothing more. But in the moonlight, I'm somewhere else. It goes like this. I'm 16 again, and it's lunch break. In the corner of the classroom, I'm reading a book, sunlight painting me in its beam. I have bandaged my hands, just like I have now. It's been a few weeks since I've been in the classroom, because I stole something from somewhere. There's tiredness in my eyes, and my roots aren't showing. In the corner of my eye, I see you chatting with a handful of people, and you look at me, smile, and start walking. I don't run away. Or maybe it's the fact that this is a dream why I don't do so. Either way, I'm transfixed, and you start talking. You ask what I'm doing, what I'm reading, who I am. I say that it's none of your business, but you're still here. I remember what this is again. Yeah, it's the time when you started talking to me. I'm being brought to ruin. In that one instant of warmth, I think about broken bones and flesh upon flesh, ultra-violence. At that moment, I was human. And then, the world flips itself on my head, and I'm in a crowded restaurant, grease on the walls and in the air. Everything's red again. I know this place. I'm watching myself at a distance now, watching myself stay, and you leave, coming and going, staying and waiting. I don't like this. I open my mouth and... Where are we now? Oh, we're back in the clinic. I'm back to where I am again. It's in the middle of the night, and you're looking at me. There's dampness on my cheek and on my pillow. I need to redress the bandage again. Lucas, are you alright? I pause, searching for the words I should say to you, but I couldn't think, so I go back to what I say whenever it's like this. Yeah, it's nothing. Sorry. I sit up, springs creaking beneath my weight as I dry my tears. Just go back to sleep. We have things to do in the morning. I wave you off, and I'm curled up against the mattress, wrapping my blanket tighter. That's not fair, is it? Come on, tell me what's wrong. The bed creaks again. I open my mouth. Once, twice. Do you remember what I said before? That it's nothing? No, before that. Before you left. Oh! There was 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds of silence before you said anything. I'm still facing the wall, so I'll just have to guess your expression. Then there's a sigh. I just didn't know what to say. So you left. My face is numbing again. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. You're a great guy, Lucas, but I don't know. I'm sorry that I did that to you, genuinely. I see how you got the wrong idea. I wanted us to stay friends, that's all. And I don't know what I'll do if I lose this sort of thing with you. So I acted as normal. Oh, do we like Dal? Do we confess to him? I'm clenching my jaw and steadying my breath. Don't cry. I wanted to rip my skin off for some awful reason. Maybe my bruises just hurt so bad that I couldn't stand them anymore. They've been there for weeks, and I don't know what's happening to my body. I hold my face in my hands. Okay, I ignore the way my voice trembles. It's fine. I could still live if... Just go back to sleep. Yeah, good night. Night. Sorry. God damn it. Morning arrives, and the pain in my face hasn't subsided yet. Oh, am I diseased? Before we left, I made sure that you're still sleeping when I redressed my bandages in the bathroom. In front of the mirror, I grip the bandage pack. I breathe right before I rip off the fabric and... On the right side of my face, there's residue sticking to the old adhesive. No, it's as if it's clinging to the bandage itself. Despite the condition of the bruise, the pain is slowly fading away. I stare back at my reflection. There's a portion of my face where my muscles are now exposed. Like that part of it is melting. Wait. You're gonna show us, right? I know what this means. I've seen it in the news, the television. There's even a group of people who praise this sort of ruin. This descent to non-humanness. To be one with flesh. To let it consume you. Does this mean I have a weak heart after all? I haven't gotten bit by any of those things. And yet I'm like this. What about you? We still have to leave. We can't stay here anymore. You can't. A door opens from the other side of the hall. My hands are moving again, and I'm thinking of what'll happen. I need to go to the gym to get a baseball bat for you after this. And I'll pretend. Wait, you mean you're not going to show me the half-mounted face? Oh, that's just mean. A little while later, I've made up my mind. Welcome back. Is that for me? It is. I toss you the bat. I thought you said that we won't be leaving soon. Change of plans. Was it because of last night? I open my mouth and hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't let you know. No. Either way, we're leaving. Come on, get up. We'll figure out a way somewhere out of here eventually. Wait, Lucas. I flinch at your touch. Let's just get out of here. Alright. If anything happens to me, just leave. What? No, I can't just do that to you. Just leave. Please. This isn't about last night or whatever. I'm fine on my own. You then sigh. Okay, fine. From morning to afternoon, we walked. Fought things, walked again. Sunset is around again, and all throughout the journey, my face ached, begging for me to rip off my bandages again, to let my skin free, but I endured it. Tell me. There's blood on your clothes, and it's the same story for mine. Tiredness lines your features. Why do you keep doing this to yourself, Lucas? Doing what? This whole self-sacrificing thing. I don't get it. So, you haven't experienced wanting to give someone your everything? No, I mean, yeah. With people I've been with, but it's never to your extent. Are you alright? Of course I am. Nonsense! You can't just say that to people. And well, everyone's gone already. So why wouldn't I go all in? Are you saying that I'm the reason you're doing this to yourself? Lucas, Do you want me to leave instead? No, that's not what If you want to play savior, then I'll just stay here like you want me to. We're running around in circles. My flesh screams. Hey! You look over my side, and you tighten your grip on your bat, but my thoughts blur into each other. I just need to be mad, to let everything out. What? You don't even want to look at me after all that? I'm sorry that I can't help that you're the only one that... Behind you! There's a strike, and I'm closer to you. Melting skin. It's one of them. I need to replace my bandages. Before I know it, the scent of death is stronger. I catch my breath, eyes wide. That was close! Hey, are you alright? Your face is... My face. I touch my cheek. My hand is itching. I push you away. Leave. What? Just go to the nearest motel you can find here. Get out of here. You've been acting weird since the morning. What's going on? Don't tell me it's nothing again. I need a reason this time. I thin my lips. I just need you far away from here. I'm infected, okay? Doesn't that gross you out? And I want you to live, so it's better if you leave me be. I can handle it. When did this happen? This morning. Instinct yells throughout my bones. Then we still have time. You're throwing everything away, even if there's hope for you again. Stay with me longer. I'm sure we can find a cure for this. Really? How the hell does this thing even happen then? Do you have any ideas? The people on TV sure don't. Just trust me, oh please. That's how it always starts. So I stop and think. I mean, I can't possibly think of a way we're gonna get cured. But if you want me to, it's what you want. There's a part of me that's buried in thousands of interactions with myself that once existed without you. I tried to think about him, trying to remember, but he's gone. I wonder what'll happen to me if I haven't met you. I've known nothing but you. Do you want to die? Huh? Do you want death, Dal? Of course not. I just don't want you to hurt yourself. So stay. What if I kill you in the end? Is it really worth it? Dying because the one you saved was a ticking time bomb. You see, this scenario is the exact reason why I think if we ever had zombies invade Earth, humanity is screwed. Mainly because most of us won't be able to do the thing where we abandon the people we care about, even if they're infected. Dal, you are making a terrible choice, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Have you lost your mind? No, of course not. What are you saying to me then? There's doubt in your eyes. It's working. After this, everything will go to plan, and you'll live. I want to leave for the sake of your life, but at the same time, there's a selfish part in me that says that he isn't satisfied with this, that he doesn't want to leave you because it means it's his time. I don't want the world to end yet, but... No, it's fine if it's just me and... What about this then? If you turn, then I'll kill you. You're someone important to me. You said it yourself earlier, right? That everyone's gone, so it's time to go all in. I don't think I could live as long as I have without you, so please. If you leave right now, then I'd just... So we're one and the same after all. I thought that I was the only one who fought like this. How did things even get this way? Maybe it happened when I found you, there, bloodied and injured, or when I bandaged your wrist and took care of you. Did our worlds merge with each other? Did you know nothing until I came to you as well? It's like we're two bandages trying to wrap ourselves with the other, despite the grime and blood dirtying the adhesive. Or maybe we're cicadas outlining the crooked streets,
and the tilted electrical poles.
Lucas,
There's just something deeply wrong with us. Am I the end of your world?
promise me that, okay? Of course. I'll kill you too. So we'd be even.
I don't care anymore.
Okay.
That day, we sealed our path to our madness. I say that, but where things started and ended, when it's with that blur. Simply put, I become you, and you become me. I wonder what we have, and if it's called love, like an animal deluding itself and that it's safe. Do you think the same way? Do you feel? I want to be your only one. I drag you down to hell.
Well, I suppose being his only one is easy when we're the only two left in town.
I want you to keep me there.
I say now we go for the less toxic ending. Let's not try and get our friend murdered as well. I can't stay here.
There's a part of me that's buried in thousands of interactions of myself that once existed without you. I try to think about him, trying to remember, but he's gone. I wonder what'll happen to me if you haven't met you. I've known nothing but you. I shake my head. You look at me. Don't make that face.
I don't want to hurt you. And I don't want you to hurt yourself either. We can work this out. Just give me more time. No, I can't.
I take off my bag and start going through my pockets, giving you the handgun and the Swiss knife.
There's extra ammunition in my bag. If you run out, go to a gun store or a police station.
You stay still.
So, you'll die like that?
I nod. Our eyes never meet. You shift. I think you'll say something, but you hold the words to yourself.
See you soon.
I turn back. There's a part in me that hopes you'd grab my arm, like you do every time I leave, but you don't. Of course you don't. I said that you should leave me. This is the beginning of my path to inhumanness. The days blur into one. In the beginning, I fought the others off, using my fists or legs, but as time passed, I gave up. There's no need for me to hide my wounds anymore, so I let them breathe in the burning air. I kept ripping portions of it, though out of a spurred instinct that the pain will pass if I do so, but it never does. One day, one of them saw and left me be. Usually, they'd start dragging themselves to me, trying to become one with me. But this time, they did nothing. Maybe they know that I'm one of them now. Eventually, I fell apart, and now I'm lying down on the concrete, becoming one with the uneven ground as I burn myself alive. It's a cruel summer. I fall apart in the same way my entrails are out in the open. The man who I was before caved into himself. I paused to wonder why my heart was so set on you in the first place. What did I gain after all of this? I thought about my response to your question from before. I said that out of instinct, and now the reason doesn't make that much sense to me. Maybe it's better if I hadn't met you, if I had just remained a good-for-nothing kid. But I don't want to let you go. I just can't. I cave and cave into myself further. I'm the burning sun, a dying star. I don't remember myself. I crumble down to the depths. My world is ending, and I'm thinking about you. I don't know why I said that to you. Why didn't I want you to leave? Why did I want to go to you first the moment I heard the news? I knew that where you were was a death trap. I knew that where you were was a death trap. Yet I searched for clinics I could volunteer at, a flimsy excuse to get close to you. I didn't think of myself as suicidal, but maybe things changed. So what happened?
What about your partner? We broke up. You still haven't told me why you were here. I thought you were in the city for college.
I wanted to see you. I didn't know why. Didn't find out why until... Oh, this is Dow's thoughts. This is such a stupid idea. I trudged through the uneven road, clutching my side as blood seeps through the fabric of my shirt. This happened months ago, when my adrenaline was cooling off, and all I could feel was tiredness. I apply more pressure to my wound and hiss. It's only up to luck and fate for the others. And yet, in the midst of everything, what's even wrong with me? I slump on a nearby wall and let the earth's weight take me. They say that there's no one that could know your entire you. I wonder, if I'm still myself, why don't I know the reason I'm here? I close my eyes. I hear someone. There's a disgusting sound, but I don't move. I'm tired. I sedate myself until I open my eyes.
Dal? What the hell are you doing here?
Damn! You look over your shoulder. There's more of them, but all I could do is sit in my realization.
There's no time to waste. Can you stand? Kind of. My side is bleeding, so... Just try to keep up, okay?
You help me up with my good arm. And then we're running, and adrenaline rushes through my entirety. I forget about the pain in my side, the wetness of my palm, and my sheer tiredness. I get it now. I just wanted something unchanging, to live through your vicariously. Despite everything, you will still be Lucas, and I'll still be a child because I'll never mature. I rejected you out of fear, left for the same reason, went to the city so I could be an adult. And despite everything, I wonder. 3 days went by the moment you told me to leave. So, I walked because you sacrificed yourself. I came back to where we were in hopes of getting you again.
Lucas?
It was a bad idea, but I knew you. I knew you were tough, that you couldn't possibly be. I put a hand on my nape as air prickles my skin. Instinct is talking to me again, to rip it off, to let it breathe so I could forget you. No. I dig my nails into my nape for just a brief second before balling my fists. Maybe you aren't dead yet. So I walk and walk until... And hey, go and come back. Well, I hope you enjoyed that playthrough of Into Sun and Dark. I can't believe, after the entire playthrough though, we didn't get a single picture of our melted bodies. I've been denied my body gore. I've been cheated. Well, if you enjoyed that playthrough, I'd greatly appreciate if you liked this video and subscribe to this channel. But other than that, you have a spooky day and I'll catch you next time, guys.